Oh my. Woo! Let's go! Hey, hard to believe it. As we sit here, we're just 2 weeks and change away from wrapping up the 2021 season for the Bassmaster Elite Series. But it's not like we don't have a lot of important business to resolve before we get it all done. So Tommy Sanders here with Ronnie Moore. And last season was the longest season ever. And if this was last season, we still have 4 more months to go. It seems like it's gone by in a flash.
Yeah, we've basically done 2 full Bassmaster Elite Series seasons in a 12-month stretch, with everything being backloaded last year and front-loaded this year. But the drama is picked up right where it left off in 2020, and the 2021 season has been fantastic throughout the start of it, even all the way at the beginning at St. John's.
We got ourselves a classic champion, Hank Cherry, repeating again. Fantastic stuff, but still to be resolved. Very important, Bassmaster Angler of the Year. And the story, you know the story.
We mentioned it at the St. John's River. Watching Seth Feider on that final day of the St. John's River, we said, hey, he's actually getting a good start to his season, something he doesn't normally do down in Florida. We should watch him the rest of the season. And as we look at his St. John's River, Florida is very fickle, Tommy. Some of the best anglers in the world struggled down in the Sunshine State, and for Feider, he wrangled that beast this year.
You know, when someone finishes 3rd place at the start of the season, you think it can only go downhill from there. They're just taking a great effort on Seth's part to keep himself, for the most part, at or right near the top of that race.
Yeah, and then when we got to the Tennessee River, you know, it was a lot of uncertain conditions. That's been the tone all year. Uncertainty with the weather, ultra cold temperatures, really dirty water, and really, Tommy, this is his worst finish of the 2021 season so far, and it was 29th place, well within the cut. Then we go over to another flooded place on the Tennessee River, Pickwick.
The Pickwick Lake was also very, very challenging. Weather changes, and of course we started 2 days late. Everything was out of whack for Pickwick, but he hung in there, got himself 25th place, and then even more challenges, as is always a story when we hit the Sabine River.
And the Sabine River and those tough fisheries used to be kind of the thorn in Feider's side. He would not like going and fishing for smaller fish or tougher conditions, but he has mentally overcame that, and he has figured out a way to unlock some of these tougher places and had a great finish, had a chance to win that event. Then we go over a complete contrast, Lake Fork, giant bass, and Feider was in the mix once again going into this Texas fishery.
Absolutely perfect performance there, considering everything he had to deal with, including a streaking Lee Livesey to make it into the top 6 for 2 straight tournaments in a row. No one really knew what to expect at Neely Henry, though.
Yeah, Neely Henry was another one of those flooded situations where, hey, you take your 3 days of practice and you almost throw them out the window because the conditions changed greatly during the event. And for Feider, he barely missed the top 10 cut, finishing in 12th place, but he fished very free and natural. But that first day on Bassmaster Lifetime, and we saw the nerves, he realized this is do or die, but he was able to do that week instead of die.
Went to Lake Guntersville, everyone anticipating, always ready to go to Guntersville. It was a little more challenging than usual.
For a northern Minnesota guy, Guntersville has treated a lot of those Midwestern anglers very well, and that bodes well for him on the Angler of the Year leaderboard as he carries a 48-point lead into the 2 final events of the season, Tommy, and they're both northern events in his wheelhouse.
Absolutely, and Seth Feider actually said, we broke to go to the Classic there, and he says, you know, this is like a little break for me. I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, and Jason Christie sitting there 48 points behind, he said and mentioned to me, if this was my 2013 or 2018 season, that stretch of time on the Elite Series, I would be blowing it away for Angler of the Year, yet I'm almost 50 points behind Feider with how fantastic his season has been. So for Jason Christie, Patrick Walters, Chris Johnston, Brandon Polinick, Elite Series champions over the years chasing Seth Feider, they've got their work cut out for them up north.
Yeah, the guaranteed rate, Bassmaster Elite at Champlain to be the 14th time the Elites have gone to Champlain. It's always, everyone anticipates going there because you can take a lot of pathways to victory. Very tight scores usually is the rule. Was the last time was the top 5 bunch so close together.
And this is what's going to keep it interesting. Seth Feider, 2 top 2 finishes, 2 second-place finishes at Champlain. This is basically his home lake, even though it's over 20 hours from where he actually lives. He's very comfortable here. And like you said, Tommy, the weights are always stacked so close. So the Angler of the Year race is not over with for sure. 48 points separating them. 48 points and places at Champlain could simply be 2.5 pounds, Tommy. You could catch them good and lose a
absolutely.
lot of ground if you're Seth Feider, but he has a great track record here.
Yeah, there might be some worry that this Angler of the Year race might be done at Champlain. I think when we look at the guys, the 4 behind him, it's just not that probable.
Yeah, and when we were there in 2017, it was only a 3-day event. We had about 50 anglers fishing on that final day, so anyone could win it. We had a huge comeback, and Aaron Martens took that title. Jason Christie was in that competition, 19th place for him at Champlain, so he does have a good track record there. But last year, Christie was in the Opens, re-qualifying for the Elite Series, and Seth Feider was doing what he does best, mixing in largemouth and smallmouth.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, come here. Come here! Woo! Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a 6-pounder, dude. Boom! Give me some. Where's Noah? Freaking Kong! Oh my God. Oh my God. We're gonna go out and call. You see that big giant come out of that pontoon? Feels right, don't it? It's gonna be a good week.
That largemouth catch, big bass of the tournament, certainly was the highlight for Seth Feider, finishing in 2nd place to Brandon Polnick, who started in 5th place and had a field day with the smallmouth here on Champlain. Who knows how it's going to go this time around, although a lot of people are leaning toward being more weighted towards the largemouth.
Yeah, Champlain, it's going to be a little bit different time of year than it was last year. Those fish, if you miss it by 2 or 3 weeks, it's a completely different stage, and that will be the same situation the week after that when we go to the St. Lawrence River, a place that we've been numerous times, a place that Seth Feider's had a lot of success as well, but when you look down the Angler of the Year list, Chris Johnston, a former winner there, Brandon Polnick, a former winner there, you have Corey Johnston also in the mix in the top 10 of points. Also a lot of success there. And hey, for Jason Christie, he's going to have his work cut out for him because the St. Lawrence River, it's a monster, and he hasn't boded well in his last few appearances there. So Seth Feider really looking to do some good work at Champlain so he can coast on one of his favorite fisheries, the St. Lawrence River.
Champlain going to be truly pivotal. Bassmaster Elite at Champlain. We have coverage for you here on Bassmaster.com, also on FS1. That's going to be the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th of July, and we can't wait.